I should be live now. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I just want to say hi to everyone. Welcome to the stream. Um, so thanks for hanging out with me today. And I'll be working on some video editing. I'll be just talking through what I'm doing. I'll also be setting up some stuff for a future review that I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be testing some stuff. Hopefully, I'm going to be changing a few things on some of the gadgets that I have. And these things will be going live for review at some point. So I'll be doing all of that. And I'll also maybe give you a few behind the scenes view to look at my workflow if you guys are interested in any of that. And feel free to jump in the chat and you can ask me about my editing process or how I set up for my filming, how I review products, what I review. And if you haven't done so, it would be great if you can like and subscribe and also turn on the notifications so you know next time to get a notification of my live videos as well as the views and all the videos that I put live, which is for long shorts and any other content that I might push out, any questions and stuff like that. So let's get going. What I wanted to do was I have got a poll that I want to put up for you guys. So I want to ask you some stuff just to sort of take part in the chat and everything. So I'm going to put this up and feel free to answer and get some collaboration going here. And we'll put that in. So that's it there. So I'm going to start this poll. Feel free to answer and also comment, put anything that you want me to answer, whatever, and I'll do that for you. So what I want to do is I've got one of these bags which I thought was really cool because I'm sure we've all got a bunch of batteries and everything all over the place. Now I need to replace some batteries and a few things, and I'm sure we've all got a box of batteries or whatever it is all over the place. And I found one of these online, which is like a little briefcase, which is really cool. And it's heavy because it's full of batteries. And I've never seen one of them before, and I thought I'd get it. And it's much neater and better to keep all your batteries in. So how cool is this? It's like a little briefcase of batteries. Obviously not every single one will fit in perfectly, but there are a lot of spaces for different size ones. So it even takes the large batteries as well and the smaller ones. And basically I've taken this out because I want to replace some batteries in my thermostat for that. And then I've got a salt and pepper thing which I need to change, and then also a little mixer. It also restores the 9-volt batteries as well. So this is a really cool little case that it comes with, and it comes with a little battery monitor thing, so you can actually see if the battery's still got power and if you want to keep them. It also keeps the little small batteries for like watches and things like that, the RS2035s or whatever they are, and then everything else. Then the other battery thing which I saw at the same time was really cool was one of these. So it's basically a little case that you open up. Now that's a AA size. You open that up and you put a AAA inside and you close that up, and now that battery will work as a AA even though it's a AAA. Miyuki Ritsu, I hope I said that right. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. Feel free to answer the questions in the poll. Okay, so it looks like we've got neither so far. Good, mate. Cool. Okay, so we've got that there. So, okay, anyway, I'm going to replace these batteries here while we chat, and like I say, ask me questions about how I review products or how I edit. I'm going to start editing a video now when I'm finished with this, and then I'll get going on that. So this here is basically a Hive thermostat. So that's there, and that takes 4 AA's. So I'm just going to be putting 4 of those in. I got a notification now that they were flat, and I'm just putting in 4 new ones from this cool briefcase. So that's very cool. So that's done. Then I can put that back on the wall. So now it's booting up. Now it's got power. So it's saying welcome back. So that's there. Then the other one is this. This is a salt and pepper grinder, automatic one, which is pretty cool, and it's got a little light underneath as well. So if you're ever seasoning a salad in the dark, that will come in handy. So this takes 4 AA's. So I'm going to take those out and put 4 new ones in from this cool briefcase battery holder. So yeah, so for those who have just joined, basically, hi everyone, and I'm going to be editing a video today while I chat as well. I'm also going to be testing out some of the product that I want to review soon, so there's some stuff that I've set up. And also, if you want to drop any questions, please do so, and I'll answer them about my setup or how I edit or what I do. I'm not a professional editor, but you know, I do what I can with what I've got, and hopefully my videos are helping people out there look at products and see what they do. And also, you know, if you haven't and you're enjoying the lives, you know, please like them, subscribe, and you know, that does help me a lot. It also keeps me going and seeing that people are enjoying what I'm doing. Is that your work? I work from home, but I'm on my lunch break now, so now I'm doing my side thing, which is reviewing products. So that's what I'm busy doing. And DDLLYT, hey yo, and Tain Lai, wow, what is it used for, that thing? Are you talking? I just subscribed, don't worry. Thank you, Miyuki. Are you love these new live sessions? Keep it up. Thanks, Game Dev Journey. Check him out. He's just released a book which is really cool about Godot programming and gaming with 2D and 3D. He's released a book which is really cool, so check it out. He's a cool channel to follow as well. It's got some really cool stuff if you're into game dev and that. Are you talking about this, Miyuki? If you are, that's a thermostat which controls the heating in the house. So that works over there. So that's, I can control remotely with the phone. So there's an app as well that does it, and you can control it from there as well, and you can walk around the house with it as well. So that's what that is. So now I've got to get AA's into here. So that's negative, positive, negative. So this is a pepper grinder. This is the pepper, and you've got a salt one as well. So that that we use to season our food and things like that. So that's cool. So I'll put that in. It should clip in this way. So hopefully that goes in. Yeah, let's see if it goes on. So there we go. You can see the little light underneath. So that will now grind the pepper, which is all over my hand. And then this is a salt one. So you just turn this thing, put in the salt, and then it will grind the salt out there. So I'm just changing the batteries for these now. Yes, wow. We don't have that here. Where are you from? Maybe that's a thing only exists in Europe. Okay, so putting that in there, that in there, that in there. Okay, so that's the other grinder done. So this is the salt one now. These are quite cool little gadgets if you're into gadgets. Let's see if that one works. Yeah, there's the light. Grinding some salt in my hand. Asian. Okay, cool. Queen Bee, Kirsty, afternoon. Hi Kirsty, nice of you to join. Thanks very much. So if you guys have just joined, basically I'm just changing some batteries in some of the gadgets that I've got. Once I've done that, I'm going to start editing a video. And if you want to ask me any questions on how I edit things, feel free to do so. And yeah, basically that's what I'll be doing today. So ask me whatever you want, and I'll try and answer it as best as I can, and we go from there. And also, if you haven't, if you do enjoy what I'm doing, please like and share the video on my channel and subscribe. And it all helps me out with regards to creating more of these videos for you guys and other reviews and things like that. I am Game Dev Journey afternoon. Yeah. Are you still streaming from your phone or PC? I'm streaming from my phone, so this is the phone over here because it's a vertical live stream from YouTube, the app itself. And then what I've done is I've basically joined and watching myself on the screen so I can see the chat there, because the chat's here but it's half the chat shows up on the screen, but there's more of a chat there. And then I can also put in the polls, which is just easier to type, otherwise I've got to type it all in here, which is a bit more difficult. First time in your lives. Oh, well, thank you, Queen Bee, appreciate that. Miyuki, using Apple products? No, I'm using a Samsung S21, so that's what I'm using there. I used to use Apple a long time ago, but not anymore. I've moved over to the Android side of things, so a lot of stuff runs off Android. Okay, cool. So there's the batteries done. If you guys want to see any of my setup, let me know. Ask in the chat, and I'll answer as best as I can. So I'm gonna open a video now and start editing. So I tried to do a live video on YouTube, but I'm shy to show my face. Well, that's okay. You don't have to show your face on a live. You can always switch the camera around and just talk from behind the camera. So that you can do until you build confidence. I got an S23 Ultra Samsung, so much smoother and less annoying. Yeah, I'd like to upgrade at some point, but I can't right now, so I'll have to make do with what I have. But yeah, I would like to upgrade to a newer phone, which would be nice. But this does what it needs to do, so that's cool. So I can do that. Okay, so let me put that there. Let me go here. So I'm gonna open up. I've always favoured Samsung. It's more reliable, that's all. Yeah, I haven't used an Apple for a long time. I used to have one long ago. It was back when it was an iPhone 6, I think. That's a long time ago. But I do like Android. All the phones that I've had are Android since then. I haven't had any issues with it. They work really well. They're really quick. So that's good. Let's see. So let's see on the poll. 43% prefer coffee over tea, and tea is tied with neither on 29%. Interesting. So let's put another one up and see what you guys prefer here. So let's put another one up and then you guys can answer that. So there's the next poll that's come up. If you guys want to answer that when you get a chance, if you want to. Always favoured Samsung is more lighter. Android phone is good and affordable. Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna open up my editor now. So if you guys do create videos and or edit videos and that, what tools do you guys use? Because I use Wondershare Filmora, and I bought that a couple of years back. It's asking for an update, so I'm gonna have to do an update first. So I'll let that run. So I got that a couple of years ago, probably around, I think it was COVID time, just after COVID, and it was back when they were still giving the one-off price thing. so I managed to get that time, and it's good enough for what I use it for. I'm not a professional editor or anything, so it works, and I get some stuff done, which is cool. And then what helps is I've got a nice big screen now, so that helps with the whole um, view of the video going across screen and that as well. I use CapCut and UCut app. Okay, I've never really used CapCut on the mobile. I think I'm so used to having a big screen and mouse and keyboard, and for me it's a bit finicky with a touch screen and things like that with fingers and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm still busy at school. Oh, you're still busy at school, okay. So, okay, update's done. Let me open up the editor and do that. So, okay, so that's busy opening up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be editing a video for a sports camera that I've got to review. Now this little camera, it's a device that's got a camera built into it. I've got the first version of the device, which is a gimbal, which I've reviewed on the channel, which is an Xbot Go gimbal. And this one is the Xbot Go Chameleon. And this one is really cool. It sits on top of a tripod. And it can do a 360 rotation, and she's at work. The device basically holds the camera in the top. So what I'll do is I'll take this out and show you, and the device sits on top of the tripod, and it can do a full 360 rotation. So this is the device here. It's a really cool little gadget, and the camera moves up and down, goes left and right. Well, not left and right, because this rotates on this arm here. There's the power button, battery sensor, and we got USB-C over there, and then that's where the tripod goes in. So you put your phone in here, like so. So it would sit like that, and then wherever this camera faces, it would then track the sport that's being recorded, and then it would use the phone camera to record, and then it will save that in the app, which you can download later. It also comes with a little remote, which is very cool as well. So this remote here basically allows you to record from it. You can take a photo, and you can also rotate it left and right. So if it does sort of move, or it doesn't follow the ball or the players as quickly as you want it to, you can push it to do that. And then the last option here, which is quite a cool one, it's got a little dot on it there. When, let's just say you're filming football, like soccer, and this is filming the game and it's watching, and then someone scores a goal, you can press that button, and what it does is it tags that portion of the video and says there's something important happened just before that point. So when you watch the video, you'll see this little tag, and then you can go back and look at it, and just before then you'll see the goal or whatever the moment was that you want to remember in that. So that's really cool, and it's also really nice that you can download the videos so you can keep them, because some products that are out there, you have to pay a subscription to have access to the cloud and all that kind of stuff. So this is really cool, and they've just released a new version of this one, which is called the Falcon, the Xbox Falcon, the Xbox Go Falcon, and it sort of looks similar to this, but doesn't have this piece on it or this piece, and it sits flat like that on the tripod, like so. And then there's cameras here, 2 cameras which move up and down, so you don't have a phone attached anymore. You just use the phone remotely for viewing of it, and you can also submit or send out a URL from the game that you're recording or watching, whatever, and then people can actually connect to that and watch the game from around the world. So if your parents live overseas, or you've got family overseas and they can't join or come and watch the game, or they're at home and they can't get there or whatever, you can share the link and they can actually watch it live from there, which is really cool, I think. And also it has live scores as well, so you can update the scores as well. So that's really cool. I really like that. So I'm busy reviewing that. I've got some footage which I'm going to be editing now, and the unboxing and everything. So I'm just putting that into my editor and doing that. So okay, proxy file. So I'm just adding the files now. I'm going to be putting on my headphones so I can hear some of the sound that's coming through. I'm going to drag all the files in, except those two and that one. So I'm dragging those in, and what I'll do is I'll save that. I'll save this project under the name of that. So this is the export. So that's the export. Where is it? Export. Why can't I find it? I'm not seeing it here. Hold on. Export. Ah, there we go. Export chameleon. I'm going to save that over there. Save that. So that's there. And so that's done. So yeah, so I see a few more people have joined, which is cool. So welcome, thanks for joining. I'm busy editing videos, I'm testing out some stuff as well. I'm going to be setting up a few things as well on this live. So drop your questions in the chat about my editing or my setup or how I review things, and I'll try and answer them live for you. And if I don't, then or you can't post them now, put them in the comment section. I can answer them later on for you if you want. And also don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. I really appreciate it, and it does help me produce more content for everyone. So let me have a look and see. So YouTube scrolling, okay, we only had 3 votes on that, so let's put up another question and see what you guys would put. So let me go there, let me go there. So let me end that poll. I'll put up another poll. So let's see, what do you guys prefer? Okay, so here's the next poll. So that's there. No, I don't want that one. I'm going to remove that. So there we go, there's the next one. Okay, so more people have joined. That's really cool. So thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm busy editing a video now. We were talking about some of the products, or one of the products that I was busy reviewing. I'm going to be testing some stuff as well with a camera that I've got set up here. So if you want to drop any questions in the chat, please do so, and I'll try and answer them for you. And yeah, let me carry on. So that's the poll that's going over there. So let me put that in here. Okay, cool. So that's all good. So let's have some tea. Okay, so let me drag that video onto there. So this is the unboxing part of the video. So these are the YouTube shorts that I usually edit. And what I do is I obviously have to cut them short to fit into the 30 seconds or up to a minute, but I try and keep them very short, otherwise it gets a bit tedious. So I start editing out and chopping bits off, which would just speed up the process of that. So I just go and look at where it is and then just cut it there. And what I want to do for this one is I'll probably flip the, or reverse it, so it just makes the video look a bit cooler when it starts. So did a bit of tapping there. So the unboxing that I do is sort of, I don't talk, and it's just the product, and it's a bit of, I guess it's sort of ASMR, because it just has the sounds of me opening the product or switching it on and doing that kind of stuff. So it's got all the sounds of the product boxing and packaging being opened and that. So I'm assuming a lot of people do like the sounds of those packets crunching or boxes being scratched or tapped or things like that. So that's really cool. So I've got that now. Busy editing that out. So I'll take that out. No, it's too long. So move to the next part. That's the remote. Yeah, so I've edited out that. So I've got the remote, so I'll save on there. Oop, let me just save it, because you never know with computers. You can always crash and that, and then you've got nothing to show. Okay, I'm surprised no one's voted for cats or dogs. Which ones you prefer? I thought people would, because everyone seems to like cat videos and stuff like that. So that's done. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's done there. So now I'm going to move on to more of the editing. So has anyone joined? There's 4 people now. Well, say hi if you've joined and you're new, you know. I'll do a shout out for you and say hello and thanks for joining. So 5 are watching now, so that's another person's joined, so that's cool. I'm busy editing a video. You know, if you want to ask me any questions on how I edit or how I review stuff, you know, let me know and I'll answer that in the chat for you. And anything about my setup or behind the scenes, or if you want to see something, what you would like to see, or how the review dad does his videos and stuff like that, so feel free to ask away. And there's a poll in the chat as well, so you can answer that as well, see what people like or don't like. So that's the manual. So I'm just editing out some of the longer stuff in between the unboxing, otherwise the unboxing takes too long. And then I usually intro that with the main video as well. I'll start off with the unboxing and it leads into the actual setup of the product. So once I've set up the product, then I will use the product and show you how to do that. And then I give my sort of review of what I'm doing and how it works, what I find works, what doesn't work. And a lot of the gadgets that I get sent are actually really good, and the electronics and stuff, I am quite impressed with a lot of them. So there's not many that are not good products. I guess today with technology and stuff, things are pretty good. So now going over that part. There, and then I've got to change this video from a horizontal to a portrait and then go from there. So that would be the short that's available. So go there, move that. Okay. So dogs, okay. So who likes, so who voted for dogs there? Okay, so I'm editing that. So the unboxing video should be nearly finished. So it's quite a quick edit for me because I'm just cutting out a lot of the unnecessary bits in between certain parts of the video that I want for the unboxing, because you don't want to see every single bit, and because it does take quite long. And then the other cool thing that I did get with that product was the little umbrella. It comes with a little little umbrella that's sort of short on one side and long on the other side, so you can put it on a tripod, and it comes with a special arm that goes on the side of the tripod, up the tripod, and then it can come back and over the product, so it can work in light rain. So this item can't have a lot of water on it because it won't work, but it does its job. It's actually really cool. So I'm busy on the umbrella now and editing that part of the video, so it's like a double unboxing here, and it's actually quite a cool little device. So that will be coming out at some point for everyone to watch and enjoy, hopefully. So yeah, I do enjoy editing the videos and making these for whoever watches them and enjoys them, and hopefully it does help them make a decision when they do look for a product or whatever they're searching for. Yeah. So let me save that while I'm busy editing there. Okay, let me go back here. Let's try a different one. Okay, let's try. So that poll is a bit slow, so let's end this one. Let's try another one. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work. Oops, sort of jumped the gun there with that one. There's a poll with yes and no, but no question. That's good. So that was a bit silly. I just clicked start poll and there's nothing there. That's so dumb. So okay, there we go. So there's another poll up there if anyone wants to answer that. So let me get back to the editing. Yeah, so if you've just joined, welcome. I'm busy editing a video now, and I'm chatting with what I'm doing and how I edit the video. I am busy testing a product at the same time, and then I've also set up some stuff here for the next video that I'll be reviewing. So if you want to drop any questions in the chat, please do so, and then I will answer them, whether it's about my editing or my setup or how I review a product. I'll try and answer them for you as best as I can. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to do that. It's up to you. But if you do like the videos and you want to be notified of more of them, you know, that's a great way to do so. Just make sure the notification is selected when subscribing and that. So I'm busy doing a video now, which is an unboxing, and it's for a sports recording device. So it records quite a lot of sports like football, American football, soccer, hockey. They do pickleball now, tennis. So yeah, it's actually quite a cool product, and I've sort of been following them for 3 years, no, 2 years now, 3 years, and they've actually developed some really cool products, and it works really well. It's very good, and the new one that I'm reviewing now is very cool. I'm actually going to take it tonight to film some football, to test it out, to see that, because I did film some paddle. I don't know if anyone plays paddle, but it recorded that, so I've got some of that footage for this video, which I'll be putting in, and then I'll be putting some of the football in as well. It also has a follow me function, which is really cool, and it has a hand gesture, so you can put your hand up with like an OK sign, and then what it does is it picks up that that's the person it needs to track, and then it will follow that person around while they're playing. So that's really cool. And the other thing is, if you do use the software itself on the screen on the phone, and you track someone, it will follow that person. It can also follow a number. So if someone's got a number on their jersey or their shirt that they're playing with, then they can use that. The camera can use that for the AI to track it, and the AI will follow that around, which is really impressive. It's some really cool stuff. But I'm very keen to see their new product come out, which doesn't require a phone as the camera to film. It's all built into the system itself, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, some really cool tech out there that's coming along. So let me put that on. So now I'm video editing that. Just need to make that wider because I can't see. So where are we? So that's there. So I'm busy just chopping out some of the things in the video which are sort of unnecessary for the unboxing. So that's there. So I'm sort of just demoing that. There's the umbrella. And that's there, giving the thumbs up for the finishing. Done. Okay, so that's the unboxing video, which I've done now. I'm going to be putting in a sticker, which sort of goes there. That should be fine over there. I've got to change this to... Right, before I change that, I need to save it. So I'm going to save that, then save it as another name, because I'm going to be changing the format of the video, so I don't have to re-edit everything again. So that's what I've done there. So I'll just put that in as a short, change the project settings to portrait. So now that's available for a short, and that's just done. So now I'm dragging in a little sticker or an overlay for the video, so that's available there. Then what I need to do is put the background in of all the video that's playing, so that it fills the screen. And then I want to put in some text which will go across the whole video, and it will explain what the product is. So this is the Xbot Go Chameleon. So I'll just select all the text, I'll center it, I'll change the font. Oop, that's not the right font. So I'll change the font to Obelix Pro, and then I'll put a bright yellow on. So that's the yellow that you see on the YouTube shorts that I post. The text at the top of the shorts explaining what the product is. So that's there. And then what I do is I just save this to be safe. And then I'll go through the video and see if I'm able to zoom in on anything. I will, just to help fill the screen, because it does help if the product's a bit bigger. So why is that so short? That's silly. Okay, chopping that out, moving that up, deleting that, moving that up. So that should be fine over there. Okay, that's there. So I could make that one bigger. Make that one bigger. So do you guys watch more shorts, or do you watch long form videos? It'd be interesting to see who watches more long form videos than shorts. And if you do watch shorts, do you go and watch the long form video afterwards of that channel, or do you just watch one and that's it? So yeah, so that's nearly finished editing. I'm just zooming in on a couple of things because it just helps the visual aspect of the product being seen. I'll just zoom in there, zoom in there. That's powering on the product, so you can see what it looks like. That's cool. And we've got that. So, yeah, so what other than CapCut, what do people use to edit their videos? Like I say, I'm not a professional editor. I just get by with what I need to get by with, and the Filmora package that I use is good enough. You know, it does the job. So that's cool. Nearly finished this short, which is cool. That saved me a bit of time, and I'll be finishing the live soon because it's my lunch break from work. So I'm actually using my lunch break to edit videos for my YouTube channel because I've got quite a few products to review and I need to get through them. So I thought I'd do a live and chat about them and get questions from anyone who joins. Dennis Steed, I love your job. Hey Dennis, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. So that's that one. Nearly done. And then I think I'm going to get a... Yeah, I'm going to look for a song. I wonder what song to put in at the background because shorts don't really have that. Okay. So it looks like everyone has gone for now. Just finish my tea. I love your job. Open message. Okay, cool. Message. Just wondering if I could pin a message like that. Can you do that? Okay. Quick tip there. So let me move that. So yeah, anyone? Oh, okay, I see some more people have joined. That's cool. Hey everyone. So thanks for joining. Welcome. And Dennis Steed, I love your job. Cool, thank you. So I'm busy editing a video now. I'm testing some stuff out as well. And I've also set up some gear. And you know, people have asked me about my video editing flow and stuff. So I thought I'd do a live while I'm editing during my lunch break. And then what else is there? Yeah, so drop any questions that you might have in the chat, or just say hello, whatever, you know, that will be great, and I can answer any questions that you might have. Okay, let me, so I've saved that. I just want to see, can I? So that is my yeah, that's too long. Can't do that. Okay, so is anyone voting? No. All right, so let me go to that video and look for the song that I want to add in. So there's some songs, and if I play this one, what's this one? Okay, cool. I'm going to add that song. It shouldn't get a strike from that. So that's there. the one video. So I need to detach the audio because it's a music video. I'll drag that underneath. I'll do some audio ducking, which stops the sound from the music being too loud, and then it sort of dampens it slightly. But then what I do is I also drag the volume of the music in the background down quite a lot, because it does sometimes get loud, so you can hear that through, so you don't really hear the sounds of the unboxing of the product that's happening. So yeah, I do sort of dampen that sound even further, just so it's not too distracting. So I just want to see if I play that, can I hear? Okay, so I've got to do that one, put it a bit longer. So I'm going to have to drag this audio file, shrink that, drag that all the way to the beginning, and then stretch it out so it hits the end, and then see what it sounds like. Is that on? Okay, that's loud. Wow. Okay, I'm going to bring that down to minus 18 decibels. And if I play that, okay, so yeah, so that sounds okay. I wonder if I should bring the decibels up a bit. Let me bring it up slightly, so I'll save that. And then that is a YouTube short done. So I've edited that YouTube short now. So that's ready to go for this one product. And then I've got to edit the long form video, which will take quite long because I've got footage that I've recorded from it. So there's a lot of footage on it, and I'm going to have to go through a lot of it to get what I want out of it for the video, and hopefully it comes across in the video of what the capabilities are of this product. It's really cool. So those who have just joined, I'm busy editing a video for a product that I'm about to review and go live. Should probably be another week because I've got to edit some stuff. I've still got to do some more filming tonight on it, and it's a sports recording thing. So that's there. Then I need to actually have a break and get up out of the seat at some point because I've been sitting for a long time. Has anyone ever seen one of these? It's a power ball. It basically helps with your hand, wrists. You can also strengthen your shoulder, and it does help with problems in your wrist and forearms. So if you do sit like me and type a lot or play a lot of gaming, this is quite a cool product to look at getting. I've had this for years. I've had this probably, what, over 20 years now, and it's still going. You've got to basically get the ball spinning, and it's a gyro inside, but you've got to get it right, because this is the heavier one. You do get lighter ones which are easier to start off with, and you can use a string to start them off, but if you can get it right, you can see here, I just need to get, you can feel the rotation of the gyro inside moving with the hand, and then as it starts picking up speed, it starts adding more and more weight. So you can train your forearms and your wrists and everything. So it does keep your grip strength nice and strong. Also for any rehab, if you've got any injuries, tennis elbow, stuff like that, it's actually quite cool. So you can see it's starting to light up. Let me just get it going a bit quicker, and I'll let it spin. So there you can see how it's shaking my hand. So if I do that, you can see how it shakes my hand. It lights up the LED, so you can do that. And there's actually world records of how fast you can get this gyro spinning. They do have it on the speedball ones. This is a heavier one, and you also got a metal one which goes like 100 pounds of weight. But yeah, you see it's quite noisy, but it's actually quite a good exercise. My grip, my hands are actually hurting now from holding it. Your forearms start hurting. You can actually do different exercises like shoulder and stuff to try and stabilize it. But yeah, I do that to try and help with my grip strength, and you know, if I have any pain in my hands and stuff. So it's actually quite cool. So another little gadget. I guess I could review that. very cool product, so I'll stop that and do it later. So what else? So that video is done. And what else is there? So, okay, there's 4 people watching. Well, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I'm just busy editing a video now. That's what I've been doing. I'm hoping to do more of these, and then also show you guys what products I have for review, and things like that, and also my setup and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, you can always put that in the description. Not in the description, in the chat. And I'll try and put it in my description to show what the live is about, so you guys can see what's happening. But yeah, if you if you are liking what I'm doing, let me know. Please also like the video. It helps me create more of this for you guys. What else is there? So that's there. So that short has been created. I'll close that now. So that's done. And then, okay, Lamto. Okay, I just got another email from a brand requesting a review, and so that's there. Okay, so so I guess that's it for today's stream. I might stay on for a bit more, just to carry on editing some more of this other video, which I want to start doing. So I want to edit that. So again, this is the Xbot Go Chameleon video that I'm editing. It's a really cool device. It records sport, and you can then analyze the moves afterwards or things like that, or just to enjoy it. You can also share the videos while it's live and recording for family and friends that can't make it to these games, and that it's actually a really cool product. Sorry. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Let me know in the chat if you want me to answer anything about the products I review, or how I review them, or things like that. So let me know, and I'll answer them for you. So let's do that. So I'm just typing back here. Okay, so is there anything you guys want me to show you? What's my setup like? What's the room look like? So I've got a few lights in the back there. Sorry, clearing my voice a lot. My throat, it's a lot of talking. If I go on that, okay, so that's that. So what it's done is okay, so that's what that does. That's quite clever. I was just looking at one of the buttons on the video that I'm doing now, and basically it's actually YouTube has just created that for me. That's quite cool. So that's cool. Yeah. Obvious 200 likes. Control room. So if I open that up, I can actually see what's going on here. Okay, that's interesting. So that's pretty cool. So stream, analytics. Okay. So that's very interesting. So I'm just looking at some of the data that's coming in as I'm streaming here. Very cool. Okay. So there we go. I've got that other poll live if anyone wants to answer that, if you're a morning person or an evening person. We had some polls earlier with regards to dogs and cats, Netflix or YouTube, or tea or coffee. So these cool little stickers that you guys can put up. That's pretty cool. So let me do that. Game Dev Journey was a top fan in the video, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me go back to that video. So let me do this. So screen, okay, manage, go back. Okay, so that's easier to do it that way. So I figured that out, because doing a short from here or YouTube live from here is very difficult to type in everything on the phone and get it through. So I'm connecting from the admin panel, which makes it much easier. So, oh, the other thing I want to do is I've got these little things here. Now I've got a Logitech keyboard, and the keys from gaming, the WASD keys, have sort of worn away. So what I did was I went to look around, and they do sell a whole set of new keys for the keyboard, but it's quite expensive. But then I found these, which are just replacement keys for the gaming keys, the AWSD ones, and they've got a little bit of a rough surface to them, which is quite nice. So I can replace those on the keyboard because my letters and that are worn away. I don't know if that will show on here. That's the keyboard there, so then it would replace it with those red buttons, which I think would look quite cool. So then I'd have keys for gaming that I can use and see what I'm doing. So that'll be quite nice. So maybe one live I can actually replace them on the live stream, and you guys can watch how it's done. Hopefully I don't break my keyboard in the process. The other thing is, so that's there. Let me put that down. So that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this soon and get back to work. So I just want to say, that's it for today's stream. I want to say thanks for everyone who did join and for hanging out with me while I was editing and looking at some of the products that I've got. That it was really cool. And also, maybe next time, if you want to ask me how I do stuff, let me know. So if you enjoyed that, don't forget to hit the like button, please. It does help me, because then I can see what kind of stuff I can create for you guys. And if you still have questions, or you didn't want to ask them in the live chat, that's fine. So you can always ask me afterwards in the comment section of the video. It will be published on YouTube, so do it there, and I can always check back and reply. And then what I'll do is I will see you in my next live stream, and I hope you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your week, and thanks for joining again. I appreciate it. Cheers.